So here in example number 2, I will do part A with my method, and I will do part B with the method that you will see in the textbook. Example 2A. When we are to solve a quadratic equation, we usually bring everything to the same side. And here, I will complete the square by adding a new term here, and then I will offset the change there. The new terms that we will be using comes from this new term. I divided by 2 as the number we'll be using, and I will offset the change at a later time. This equation will still be the same, and then minus 27 minus 3 squared. The first 3 terms will create a perfect square for us. And then minus 27 minus 9 give us minus 36. Oops, forgot the square here. Now we can solve this. Use the 36 to the other side, take the square root to undo the perfect square, and finally get rid of the plus 3. So step 1, bring the 36 to the other side. So now get it with this. Square root of 36, there will be 2 solutions, positive and negative. As I take the square root of 36, we will end up with the square on the left-hand side is now gone after we take the square root. Move the plus 3 to the other side, giving us minus 3. So your answer here, the first one, involved the use of positive square root. Positive 30, the square root of 36 will be 6. So 6 minus 3 will give us 3. That would be the first answer. The second answer, it will involve the use of negative square root of 36. So negative 6 minus 3, negative 9. The next one. If I'm to do with the textbook method, we will keep the 18 on one side and keep the x on the other side. Separate the x term and the number. And here, assume that these 3 numbers aren't divisible by the same value. Well, I know all 3 of them are divisible by 3, but let's say if you are working with a quadratic with numbers that are not factorable, like the next one, how do we do it? And you are going to do pretty much the same thing as what we did in example 1. We will factor out the 3 from the x term, and then add your perfect square on both sides of the equation. This method, you want to add the same thing on both sides, as you want to balance the equation. And then x minus 2 square, and on the other side, 18 plus 12 give us 30. We can then divide this by 3, divide this by 3, as you bring it to the other side. The square root of 30 will give us plus or minus, and therefore the square is now gone, giving us 2 answers. The positive root 30 plus 2, or the negative root of this plus 2.